everybody and welcome to Music with Meg. I'm Meg and today we're learning about key signatures.
Everybody follow me, it's Music with Meg.
So we've already learnt how to read musical notes and we've learnt about sharps and flats. If you haven't watched those videos yet, then go and watch those first and then come back to learn about key signatures. Now most music is written in keys and these keys are written as a key signature at the start of the piece. Now a key is a group of notes, sharps, flats and naturals, around which a piece of music is based. Now there are a few reasons why music is written in keys. Firstly, it means you don't have to keep writing sharps and flats throughout the music. The sharps and flats that are in the key signature remain there through the whole piece. When you're writing music, it's easier to choose the chords, the harmonies, and the notes when you're writing in a key because you can choose notes that fit within the group. We're used to listening to music in key signatures. In fact, music with no key, which is called atonal music, can sound a little bit funny to us. Now we've already learnt about major, happy, and minor, sad chords. Well, key signatures are either major or minor. A key can begin on any note, and as there are 12 notes in an octave, there are 12 major keys and 12 minor keys. Now all of those keys have a certain number of sharps or flats in them. Now let's look at C major, for example. C major has no sharps and no flats, and it begins on the note C. We call this the tonic note. So the notes in C major are C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. If you're writing a piece of music in C major, those are the notes that you want to choose from. Now let's take a look at the key signature for A major. As you can see, A major has 3 sharps. Now can you see what notes those sharps are? F, C, and G. The key signature tells us that every time we play an F, a C, or a G, we need to sharpen the note. We need to play it a semitone higher. Now this means that the composer doesn't need to keep writing sharps in. We know we need to play sharps because of the key signature. Now if a composer wants to add extra sharps or flats to the music, or if they want to cancel out the sharps or flats from the key signature, then they write these as accidentals. Now say we're in A major, which has F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. But for this bar, we don't want to play an F sharp. We want a regular F. We call this an F natural. Well, the composer needs to write a natural symbol in front of the F. The natural symbol looks like this. And now we know that for this bar, all Fs will be played as F natural instead of F sharp. But remember, once the next bar begins, we go back to playing the notes within the key signature. So those Fs will go back to being F sharps. Now we can change the other notes to be sharps or flats by adding the sharp or flat symbol in front of the note. Remember though, once a new bar begins, we go back to playing the notes from the key signature unless the music says otherwise. Now, every major key shares its key signature with a minor key. We call this a relative minor. To find the relative minor, you can take the tonic note of the key signature, that's the starting note, and go down 3 semitones. For example, let's look at F major. F major has 1 flat, B flat. Now to find the relative minor, let's take the tonic note, that's F, and go down 3 semitones. E, E flat, D. D minor is the relative minor to F major. And just like F major, D minor has 1 flat, B flat. So a piece of music with this key signature would either be in F major or D minor. You can usually tell whether a piece is in a major or a minor key by listening for those major or minor chords. Remember, the major chords sound happy and the minor chords sound sad. But you can also look at the end of a piece of music because the final chord is usually the tonic chord, which will tell us what the key is. So if the final chord is an F major chord, then the key is F major. And if the final chord is a D minor chord, then the key is D minor. Let's recap what we learnt today. We learnt that music is written in keys, which are a group of notes around which a piece of music is based. We learnt that there are 12 major keys and 12 minor keys. And we learnt that they're all related to each other. To find the relative minor of a major key, you take the tonic note, the key note, and go down 3 semitones. We've learnt that key signatures are written at the start of a piece of music, and that they tell us which notes to play as sharps and which notes to play as flats. And we've learnt that accidentals are notes written as sharps, flats, or naturals that don't belong within the key signature, and they last for 1 bar only. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you'll know when my video comes next week. But for now, have a lovely week and I'll see you next time. Bye! Before you go, please consider making a contribution to Music with Meg. You can join me on Patreon or via PayPal. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye!